Good evening to all. Today we are going to see about the gas analyzers. It's used to find the oxygen content present in a sample. Is to be analyzed by using the gas analyzer. Is measure the amount of oxygen present in a sample. This is the image of this gas analyzer. That is oxygen analyzer. Next, we go for the oxygen analyzer working principle. The measurement methods of oxygen analyzer currently available in a industry can be classified into four categories. That is the zirconia type measurement system, paramagnetic type, optical type, and electrochemical type. These are the four types of oxygen analyzer. Next, first method, zirconia type measurement system. The concentration cell system. First one, a solid electrolyte like zirconia exhibit conductivity of oxygen ions at a high temperature. Here we see that the zirconia element is to be placed between these two electrodes. The one is act as an cathode and another one is act as an anode. Here we see that this is a indicator and the zirconia element is to be placed here, that a concentration of oxygen is to be varied between this zirconia element. After that, the variation of this the different concentration of oxygen value is to be analyzed by using this instrument. This is a basic principle of this instrument. Here we see that as shown in the figure, when porous platinum electrodes are attached to both sides of the zirconia element to be heated up, and gases of different partial oxygen concentration are brought into the contact with the respective surface of the zirconia, the device acts as a oxygen concentration cell. This device is act as an oxygen concentration cell. Here we see that this is a cross-sectional view of this oxygen analyzer. Here we see that this is a zirconia sensor and this is a act as a anode and cathode. Here we see that this is anode and this is cathode. And then this phenomena causes an electromotive forces to be generated between both electrodes according to Nernst equation, and it is proportional to oxygen concentration. According to those Nernst equation, the value get from this electrode is to be proportional to the oxygen concentration. This is the working principle of this method. Next, advantages of this method: can be directly installed in a combustion process such as boilers, flue, and requires no sampling system and response is faster. These are the advantages. Next, the disadvantages means if the sample gas contains a flammable gas, a measurement error occurs. The combustion exhaust gases causes almost no problem because it is the completely burnt. These are the disadvantages of this system. Next, we go for the zirconia type measurement system. Limiting current type. Here we see the zirconia type solid electrolyte is fixed into the this place, and that anode and cathode is that here we see that this is a cathode and this is a anode. Then that oxygen concentration is to be measured by using this arrangement. In this method, the output will be in the form of current. Here we see that as shown in the figure, if the flow of oxygen into the cathode of zirconia element heated to high temperature is limited, there appears a region where the current becomes constant even when applied voltage is increased. The applied voltage is to be increased means that the oxygen concentration is to be varied, and that variation of this oxygen concentration give a simple amount of the current value. This current value is to be proportional to the oxygen concentration. This is a working principle of this method. This method, the output is to be in the form of current signal. Next, advantages of this method: capable of measuring trace oxygen concentration. Calibration is required only on the span side. That is the advantages of this method. Next, we go for the disadvantages. If the sample gas contains a flammable gas, a measurement error occurs. The presence of dust causes the clogging of the gas diffusion holes on the cathode side. The filter must be installed in a preceding stage. These are the disadvantages. Next, we go for the magnetic type measurement system. That is a paramagnetic system. Here using this paramagnet, by using this measure the concentration of the sample oxygen present in a sample. Here we see that this is a arrangement for this paramagnetic system. Here sample gas is to be given into this tube, and after that this is a auxiliary gas is to be given into this tube, and then here one magnet and the exhaust out, the sample and auxiliary gas is to be out in this place, and this is the thermistor. The thermistor value is to be varied by using this concentration of this oxygen. Next we go for the working principle of this method. The working principle, this is one of the method utilizing the paramagnetic property of oxygen. Here we see that this is a magnetic, here place the two magnets and it's create a magnetic field in between them. After that after that the oxygen gas is to be fed into this medium. Magnetic field, that oxygen concentration is to be varied by using this magnetic field. After that the varied concentration of oxygen is to be analyzed by using these photodetectors. This is a principle used in this method. When a sample gas contains oxygen, the oxygen is drawn into the magnetic field, thereby decreasing the flow rate of auxiliary gas in stream B. The difference in flow rates of two streams A and B, which is caused by a effect of flow restriction in stream B, is proportional to the oxygen concentration of the sample gas. The flow rates are determined by the thermistors and are converted into electrical signals, the difference of which is computed as oxygen signal. Here we see that here using one thermistor. Thermistor is used to compare this concentration, that stream A and stream B is to be analyzed by using these thermistors. The thermistor output is to be converted into the electrical signal, that is a current signal. Flow rates are determined by the thermistors and are converted into the electrical signals, the difference of which is computed as a oxygen signal. Next, advantages of this method: they are capable of measuring flammable gas mixtures that cannot be measured by a zirconia oxygen analyzer, because there is no sensor in the detecting section in contact with the sample gas. The paramagnetic system can also measure the corrosive gases. Among the magnetic type, the paramagnetic system offers a faster response time than other system. Then among the magnetic types, the paramagnetic system is more resistant to vibration or shock than other system. These are the advantages of this paramagnetic system. Next we go for the disadvantages. Because the sampling unit corresponding to the sample gas properties or application. These are the advantages of this method. Next we go for the optical type, the tunable diode laser measurement system. Here we are using one optical system that is called as the tunable diode laser, is to be used to analyze the oxygen content present in a sample. Here we see that this is a laser diode and this is the optical path, and this is a photo detector. The output from this diode is taking in a form of different color wavelength, and the output wavelength is to be analyzed by using these photo detectors. The output, the photo detector is used to convert the light signal into the electrical signal. It's based on the oxygen content present in a sample. That is a optical type method. Here we see that this is the image of this optical type sensor. Then the tunable diode laser, the measurements are based on absorption spectroscopy. The true peak analyzer is an TDL system. TDL means what? That the tunable diode laser system, and operates by measuring the amount of laser lights that is absorbed as it travels through the gas being measured. The simplest form of TDL analyzers consists of laser that produces the infrared light, optical sensor lenses to focus the lasers lights through the gas to be measured, and then the detector and electronics that control the laser and translate the detector signal into the signal representing the gas concentration. The gas concentration is to be analyzed by using these photo detectors. Next, the gas molecules absorb lights at the specific colors called the absorption lines. This absorption follows Bio's law. The TDL analyzers are effectively infrared analyzers which obey the Beer-Lambert's law. This concept is to be obey those Beer-Lambert's law is to be used in this method. Here, that I is to the radiation intensity of after absorption, and this I naught is the initial radiation intensity. This is the equation for the Beer-Lambert's law. Here, the I represent the radiation intensity after absorption, and I naught is the initial radiation intensity, and E is the extinction coefficient, and G is the gas concentration, and L is the path length of the measurement area. Next, we go for the advantages. They are capable of measuring a number of near infrared absorbing gases in difficult process applications. capability of measuring at very high temperature, high pressure and under difficult condition. Example, corrosive, aggressive, high particulate services. The most applications are measured in situ, reducing installation and maintenance costs. These are the main advantages of this method. Next we go for the disadvantages of this method. The installation of the flange is necessary for both sides of the process. Next we go for the last method, that is the electrochemical type, that is a galvanic cell type. Here we see that one anode and cathode is to be placed. This is a anode and this is a cathode, and this one diaphragm is to be used, and this diaphragm is to be used. The diaphragm is used to measure the level of this oxygen content present in a sample is to be analyzed, and here using one electrolytic solution, that is a potassium hydroxide, and then the diaphragm is made up of the Teflon, and this is a indicator circuit. Here this is the arrangement for this electrochemical type, that is a galvanic cell type measurement. This is a image of this sensor. Next we go for the working. If oxygen is dissolved via the diaphragm in an electrolytic solution in which an anode and cathode are adjacent to each other, a current proportional to the quantity of dissolved oxygen is generated. The amount of oxygen passing through the diaphragm is proportional to the partial oxygen pressure of the sample gas. This is a main working principle of this method. The amount of oxygen passing through the diaphragm is proportional to the partial oxygen pressure of the sample gas. Therefore, the oxygen concentration can be determined by measuring the current. This is the working principle of this method. Next, the advantages. The detecting system can be made compact. This measurement system is available in portable or transferable form. The relatively inexpensive in comparison with oxygen analyzer of other measurement system. Next, disadvantages. The cell life is limited as it is a kind of oxygen cell. The galvanic cell deteriorates even if not used. In general, it should be replaced approximately every year. These are the disadvantages of this method. Next, I give a video link for this oxygen analyzer. If you want to check the working principle of this method, you go through this link. Thank you.